In this video, I discuss selecting and adjusting the correct fan belt. The pulley groove determines the belt type. The shape and width of the pulley groove dictates the belt series. A belt must match the groove angle and width or it will slip, ride too high, or bottom out. There are two predominant naming conventions for HVACR fan belts. One uses 3L, 4L, and 5L to designate belt widths of approximately 3/8 of an inch, ½ inch, and 5/8 of an inch. A number follows the width designation, which gives the belt circumference in inches. A 5L 440 is approximately 5/8 of an inch in width and 44 inches in circumference. The other common convention is A, B, and C for ½ inch, 5/8 of an inch, and 7/8 of an inch in widths respectively. A common and incorrect way to install a belt is to roll it over the edge of the pulley. This saves time but damages the cords in the belt, leading to a shortened life. The correct way is to loosen the belt tensioner or motor mount so that the belt fits easily over the motor and fan pulleys. Then tension the belt using the belt tensioner or by adjusting the motor, depending on the design. The belt length is based on driver pulley diameter, which is the motor pulley, the driven pulley diameter, which is the fan pulley, center to center distance between the two shafts. Many techs mistake misaligned belts as being loose. A belt that vibrates and jumps up and down usually indicates an alignment issue. Remember that the shafts and pulleys must be aligned in 3 dimensions. The shafts should be parallel to each other. If you extend an imaginary line out from the shafts, they should not intersect each other. You should be able to lay a straight edge across the pulley faces. If one pulley is further forward than the other, the belt will jump. Pulley diameter also determines belt speed. Belt speed must stay within safe limits, usually 1,000 to 6,500 feet per minute, depending on belt type. If the pulley is too small, belt speed becomes excessive. Heat will build up and there will cause premature failure. Fan horsepower determines belt quantity. Once belt type and speed are known, you must check horsepower rating per belt at the pulley diameter and RPM, total horsepower required by the fan. This is why large rooftop units often use multiple matched belts. A belt only needs to be tight enough so that it does not slip at maximum torque. For fan belts, that is at startup. Belt tension is measured by pressing the middle of the belt while measuring both the force used and the amount of belt deflection. Usually the deflection is between 3/4 and 1 inch. Larger commercial applications may use multiple belts on the same drive. You should always ask for a matched set, not just 2 or 3 of the same size. This is because there can be a small difference in length, which are of no consequence when using one belt. When using several on the same sheaths, they must be identical or some of the belts will be loose. A matched set is much closer to identical than just 2 belts with the same name size. This also means you should always replace all of the belts, even if only one of them needs replacing. Worn belts typically have shiny glazed sides. If you see this, replace the belt. The hard slick sides can grab the pulley wall and so it slips, even if the belt is correctly tensioned. Belts do not need to be lubricated. An old trick is to spray some WD-40 on a slipping and squealing belt to quiet it down. This basically just makes it slip quietly, just long enough for you to leave. It does not fix the problem. If anything, it makes the belt slip worse. It also does not last very long and leads to early belt failure. Join me on Facebook at Certified HVAC Training, where we share training.